The Pod Squad.
The Pod Squad.
The Pod Squad.
The Pod Squad. It's the Pod Squad. The Pod Squad.
Everybody's going to give a big round of applause. She's still connecting to audio.
Should we say, hey, something's wrong here? I'm coming up as Susan and a cat. Me too. Oh, what's going on?
What's going on with her audio? There she is. Yes. Yes. Hi, Susan.
I'm sleeping. Can't hear you. You're too low.
I'm too low? Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Can you hear me a little better?
Sound good on this side.
Not good? Okay. Okay. Well,
I can
Okay,
hear
there we
everybody.
go.
uh,
Now I hear you.
now you hear us. Okay. Good. 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 How are you doing?
I'm tired.
Something's going on here. Why am I coming up as Susan?
No, what,
I don't know. Mine is Susan too.
I think we have a virus.
Oh no. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
The cats
cat
are
virus?
taking over. Oh my God, the cats are taking over finally.
It's called the feline virus.
It's a catdemic.
Cat-
Cat scratch fever.
yeah.
It's
This
a
is a
total
catastrophe.
catastrophe. Oh my God, Victor. You ruined it.
Gotta leave now.
I'm going back to bed.
This is Susan's world, a world of cats. Not a bad place to be in, but
No,
There you go.
it's a good place. It's a fluffy place.
you know who's who, Susan?
Well, your name's on there.
I know my name messed up. I couldn't change it because I'm the host. Damn it.
Your mission, should you decide to accept it, is
It's
to
going
figure
to.
out which cat belongs to who.
Yes, who's who?
The, the bearded one, is that Victor? You should've
Okay. And
And sunglasses. Mike?
okay, and
Scared one or not scared one? Is it cook?
Skeptical. The skeptical cat.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
oh my gosh, that's so sad. You're right. You got it.
Wow.
Mine's reacting to Victor's beard.
Beard, right?
He's like, whoa.
How does he do that? It's
How does he
magic.
do that? Yeah. Is that just for men?
Yeah, I wasted a Sharpie marker on that cat.
Oh my God, I love the pictures. Those are great. So
Actually, the place I got it, it had a little caption that said, "This is what happens when you give a cat an IPA."
Ah,
oh my gosh.
But I cut that part off.
So if anybody hasn't guessed what our topic is yet, I'll give you a second. So today's topic is it's the April Fool's show.
April Fool.
Okay, I can't see your reactions. I'm turning my camera up. I don't
sorry.
like this. I don't like this. I need to see.
Meow, 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 meow,
I
meow.
like my
Go.
picture. I'm leaving it up.
Oh.
Well, it's an April Fool's show, and we've definitely got the right team on it.
This was perfect.
Yes, it was. Very, very good.
Yeah.
It's Kitty Pun Day.
Kitty puns. Well, actually, it is an April Fool's joke and or April Fool's show, and we were trying to pull a fast one of Susan, but she guessed who we each were. But,
It's too sharp for us.
Yep.
smart. She's too smart. She's too human.
She knows her cat.
Hey.
She knows our personalities too well.
We needed that app that kid that lawyer disguise the voice and everything.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking about putting that one on, but
Filter.
yeah. But
Yeah.
well, I don't have the filter. I just have the kitty cat face.
I'm a cat today.
Did you say today's Catter Day?
Yep.
Yes, Jose.
Hey, you're on top,
Hey,
Jose.
Catter Day.
Woo!
Oh,
Yes, it is.
I was gonna say something and you threw me off. Oh no, I wasn't gonna say anything all that fantastic. Just that today's show is the April Fool's show, and that we are going to be we're gonna be talking about fools in films, and you know, we'll discuss that a little bit, but that's pretty much it. So
Talking about films that fooled us.
films that fool you. Okay, yeah, that's true. We had discussed that too.
We have a sixth member. It's our first guest.
Our
The
first
drummer from Kiss. Here, Chris. One and
I thought it was
only.
the Stray Cats.
That's a straight.
Stray Cat Strut. There you go.
It's Cat Stevens.
Hey.
You guys are too sharp for me, man.
Or Will Ferrell, the feral cat.
The Will Ferrell cat. That's hilarious. Y'all are too fast for me. I have to think about my witticisms before I start to.
Yeah.
You catterbrained or what?
Yep, that's it exactly.
I'm still waking up. I literally just got out of bed like 30 minutes ago. So
I'm just taking intermittent naps, just like the cat.
Like a cat.
Yeah.
Go cat.
You'll
Cat
hear
nap.
me-
Yeah.
You'll hear me snore.
I'll take a cat nap.
Yes, a cat nap.
Mm.
Cat naps in the middle of our show, and you'll hear me snore a couple times. That's okay.
Someone say catnip? What?
Catnip? No, we don't do any of that stuff here.
I could use some right now. 'Cause I'm like,
We're clean, Mike. We're clean. We don't do catnip.
Dang. Open show. We don't do none of that.
no.
Yeah, we're not kidding around.
The wholesome cat show. None of this back alley cat stuff.
No cat fights now. Behave.
Yes, for real.
For real. Damn, Jose, you're fast.
Jose, I'm going to change your name to Steve Spreester because he's the pun guy on TV.
Actually, I'm cheating. You can't see me, but I'm looking at stuff online. So.
There you go.
That could be one of our 3 truths and a lie thing.
Oh, dang, yeah.
Yeah, we have a little game this time around, so we're gonna play a little game. Should we do that first? No, let's talk about movies first. We'll do the we'll play our game a little later. So movies. So why don't we talk about I don't know. Do y'all want to do the fools in film, or do y'all want to do the movies that fooled us?
Let's do fools in film.
Fools in film it is. Okay. So what do y'all got? What are your favorite fools in film?
Well,
everybody's quiet. Oh my God, come on.
I'm taking a cat nap right now.
They start calling out names.
Well, I noticed that there's 2 kinds of fools. There's the fools that are like this, the ones that fall down a lot and bumbling, goofy, dumb guys. And then there's also the fools that are in charge, and sometimes they're even evil, but they're just complete idiots. So I had a list here. One of my first ones was Laurel and Hardy, of course. They're classic. They've been on forever. And of the 2 of them, Stan Laurel's probably the bigger fool. Because Hardy always thought he was smarter than Laurel. And, he was, well, that's a fine mess you've gotten us into, because he always blamed, Laurel.
Well, he liked to boss him around. He was like I guess the alpha in the pack.
Yes, yeah. He would be the alpha. But he was also the one that usually got the result of the foolish situations they got themselves into. He fell down, or he got, something fell on his head or something like that. But usually as a result of something that Stan Laurel did. And you could see the logic, because it was great, because it would make these decisions, and you could tell the thinking was totally flawed. And you start laughing before anything even happened, because, oh, that's not going to work. And so then they would do it, and sure enough, disaster would strike, and it was hilarious, slapstick stuff. But yeah, they're both fools. Stan Laurel's probably the bigger of the fools slightly, but and of course they set the ground rules for a lot of other fools since then. I don't want to go into some. I got about 5 of them, but I'm only going to mention a couple because I don't want to steal anybody else's. I've got one here that some people may not have thought of. And there's a guy. It was actually one of Bill Pullman's first films. You remember Bill Pullman? He was the president in Independence Day. Well, one of the very first films he made was a film called Ruthless People. And he played a guy named Earl, and he was a complete idiot. Him and I forgot who the other person was, that they were trying to kidnap somebody and get a ransom for them. And they were just.
Was that the Richard Dreyfuss one?
Yeah, Bette Midler's in it.
That's right. That's right.
And I think. They kidnapped Bette Midler and were trying to get. She was wealthy or something, and they were trying to get a ransom for her. But he was a complete fool. And at one point near the end of the movie, there's a SWAT team chasing them, and one of the SWAT guys actually says, "I think this is the stupidest person I've ever seen in my life." And if you haven't seen the movie, it's pretty funny. But I thought he plays a guy named Earl, and he's really not very bright at all. So I'm going to stop there because I have a feeling some other people on my list might be by other people. So, but yeah, those are the 2 that I would. Somebody in the past and somebody from the 80s. I think that movie came out in the 80s for the Ruthless People. So, There you go. Those are my. If I can, if nobody else picks somebody else on my list, I'll chime in with more.
We'll add some more at the end.
Yes.
Okay. That's a good way to go. Okay, that way gives everybody a chance.
Yeah.
And that's why I put several on my list. Laurel and Hardy was on there, but those are the obvious classics. Those are
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll keep it down to 2 as well. I'll try to do something from the golden age of Hollywood. So I'd have to go with the Three Stooges, the three bumbling fools. Those guys are the biggest fools ever. There was just no end to the hilarity and the foolishness. Then the next one that I remember growing up watching was Steve Martin as the jerk.
Yeah.
Nathan Johnson.
I used to love that movie. He's just such a idiot.
Nathan Johnson. I was born a poor black child.
Yeah. So those are my 2. Like I said, we'll come back and revisit them and get everybody a chance to chime in. That way, we're not just taking up the whole list and somebody's left with nothing to talk about. So whoever's next.
Very good. Well, I had a question, but I'll ask you in a little bit. Anybody else want to go, or should I go? I'm going to have a list, but I'm not going to say my whole list right now.
All right. Well, I'll go real quick. I got a list too. I think all of us have long lists, but I'm kind of like with Victor here, where I think there's kind of like different kinds of fools in movies. You got like the fool, which is just like an idiot that falls down and stuff. And then you got some fools, which are like, I guess you could say they're fools, but they're in a way like smarter than everybody. I guess like Forrest Gump, kind of like a fool, but he always comes out on top no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And you got guys like in the movie Dumb and Dumber and Cheech and Chong, like, those guys are fools, but for some reason they always like seem to come out on top no matter how dumb they do things. They could do anything stupid and yet they always like beat the villain or like, come out on top somehow.
For them.
Yeah. So there's those kind of fools, those are the ones that I was thinking of when I was thinking of this list. There's a few other ones I got listed, but those are the ones at the top of my list.
Very good. Okay. Susan, you want to go or you want me to go?
No, I'll go because you probably have them. Oh,
well, yeah, but like I said, I'm going to wait until we all talk about our fools.
Oh, okay. Believe it or not, I used to, because we had no cable, but afternoon movie, they would show really old movies. So Abbott and Costello.
Oh, yeah.
The one to see. And Marx Brothers.
Who's that?
Yeah.
So,
Marx Brothers,
as you said, one was Abbott and Costello, like he was a cute fool, All the girls would go after him, and the other one didn't understand why, because he was stupid. And of course, Marx Brothers, like you just said, they were smart. Comedy team.
It's a family of fools.
Yeah. I have to admit, I don't know why, but it was not recently, but pretty recently that, I was watching one. I was speaking to my brother about it, Marx Brothers, and I go, wait a minute, his mustache isn't real. I'm sorry, it didn't even hit me that it was
really? You didn't realize that what?
I'm serious. It was like not recently, but it was pretty new to
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's I was just thinking it was comedy, his comments that got you. And then of course the recent Bill Murray.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Which
one? I saw him once in a movie called Meatballs. He plays a summer camp.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty 70s, 80s movie, I guess. No, 80s, I guess.
Yeah.
I remember seeing it once, and I go, no one, I could never find it again until even, I hope she doesn't mind me saying her name. Miss Mose came up and go, hey, someone else saw that movie too. Okay. Actually, it's on right now too. So
Really?
on HBO. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Max.
Maybe I'll watch it after the show.
And I don't know. And of course, he makes his, he plays the pranks and all that, and he never gets in trouble, or he gets in trouble, but it just slides off. I want to be that kind of person. Those are mine.
I think there's
a
more foolish Bill Murray in Caddyshack, though.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
crazy in there.
He was a good fool in that one.
What? He's trying to kill those poor little gophers. What are you talking about?
But the gopher made a fool of him.
Yeah.
The gopher made a fool of him. Okay, well, obviously I always have my list, but I was trying to I was thinking about the topic and or about the fools, and I think there are different categories, but I think a lot of the people that are considered fools, because I was looking online trying to see, like, well, would this person be considered a fool? And then I came across a bunch of lists. But I felt like a lot of the people that they considered fools, or characters that they considered fools, were not really fools. Like, I don't think Forrest Gump is necessarily a fool, because he's being, I don't know, because I guess his character or his nature is like not to hurt somebody or do anything stupid, whereas people like like Dumb and Dumber would just be idiots and looking out for themselves and just doing stupid shit, right? But so my so my choices, I went across like two different things. So I feel like some of them are endearing, I guess, in some sense, and others are just silly. So for me, somebody like Dumb and Dumber would be silly, but somebody like Forrest Gump would be endearing. But the ones that I came up with were only because I could not stop laughing at these people. I mean, like, everything they did in their movies were like just hysterical. I couldn't stop. Like, the whole movie, I'd be like guffawing. So it would be Dale and Saul in the Pineapple Express, which is Seth Rogen and James Franco. I don't know why, but that movie killed me. And the other one would be Mr. Bean, who's Rowan Atkinson. And I mean, it's just, oh my God, they're just hysterical, and they're like the two different types that I feel like the fools kind of go into, Some of them are, definitely idiots like Dale and Saul, and then some are more endearing, even though they do stupid stuff with Mr. Bean. But so those were my choices. But I had a question, because one of you mentioned, I think it was Victor, mentioned the Three Stooges.
I think that was Mike.
Oh, it was Mike. Mike. So who do y'all like? Which one do y'all think is the biggest idiot? Which one do you think is the bigger fool of the three? That was my question.
That's a hard one. I think they all kind of shared them. They're all on the same level.
They're all equally bad. They're all equally fools.
But from different directions. Yeah.
Well, like you mentioned, Belinda, there's like the alpha of the fools. And so the Mo would be the alpha, I guess, of them. Because he was
that's what I think.
poking the others and beating the other ones up. But Curly would probably be the Laurel, the Stan Laurel version. He was, the unwitting guy who just did dumb things. So and he'd get punished by Mo, And Larry would just kind of hang on and just go along because he wasn't smart enough to come up with his own ideas.
That's true. That's true. I think you're right. So nobody picked Shemp?
Yeah. Shemp came later.
He came later. Yeah, that was
Typical fool. He was late for the party.
I think you're right. I think you're right on it, Victor. That's exactly my my thinking. Mo is the alpha, and yeah, Curly is the one that's probably the least intelligent of all of them.
Yeah. Well, just also you could even say for TV, like Gilligan's Island, Gilligan was the fool, but Skipper was the alpha fool because he would, he would always suffer as a result of
Skipper
Gilligan.
was a fool.
Well, he did a couple of things. He'd fall out of a tree or do something. He coconut hit him on the head, or he just. I know he didn't want to be a fool, but because of his association with Gilligan, just being calling him his little buddy, that right there that's foolish because Gilligan's just going to get you in more trouble.
That's true.
He's too loyal.
Too loyal. So what other fools did y'all think about? Did y'all notice that this is just an observation on my point? Did y'all notice that most of the fools that we think about are male and there's not really many females?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I had one female on my list.
Did you? Who did you have?
I don't know if you guys ever seen this movie. It's called The House Bunny, and it has Anna Faris in it.
Yes.
Like this dingy girl that was like a playmate or something, and
yeah.
This is like a really good job in that movie.
Yeah,
she always plays like real dingy characters, but that one like really just perfect.
Yeah, I remember that one. But I didn't think. I don't know. I didn't consider her like that much of a fool.
Fine, Belinda. Fine. I mean, I'm trying to like add something in here. Come on.
You asked for a female. He's trying.
You try to like.
I try to hurt you. I'm sorry, Jose. I didn't.
Then I said Forrest Gump, and you disagree with me.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you.
Forget it. That's it.
I'm
done here. I'm done. That's it. That's why I don't talk. See, I don't even talk.
Oh, that's why you don't talk. Police.
And then I say something. It's like, if I say Coke, you got to say Pepsi, right?
I say up, you say down.
I go.
I say white, you say black.
That's it. I'm done.
I like fighting with you.
Pod Squad, forget it. I'm going to go join another podcast right now. I'm going to call up Joe Rogan.
Hey, I told you came up with some really good cat puns.
It's
going to be the Pod Squad now.
Stop being all finicky. Come on.
All right. Calm down. Let's see.
I wanted to tell Susan, don't be too hard on yourself about not noticing that painted mustache on the
Groucho?
Yeah, because if you grew up anything like me, you're watching those shows on a little fuzzy black and white TV with a wire hanger for an antenna.
Hey, Susan's not that
now
old.
You probably noticed because now you're
that old.
Her TV was old.
Now you're probably watching it on
her TV was old.
On a 6K 85-inch TV. Hey. So yeah, you're gonna notice. You're gonna notice things that you didn't notice growing up.
Groucho has nose hairs. Wow, check it out.
So don't be too hard on yourself.
You gotta be kidding me.
Good one, Susan. Good one. Point for Susan.
Yeah.
Oh, now we're keeping score. Okay.
Yeah.
Where am I at?
I'm gonna join Jose.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
I don't know. It gave me pause.
Well, I don't know. I think that there's a reason why there's not that many women as fools. Because it's pretty obvious. Pretty obvious.
Starting again.
Starting today.
Okay, I'm out of here. All right.
It's gonna go from pod squad to pod person, Belinda.
Pod person, it'll just be me by myself. Hi.
Yeah,
This is the pod of one. The pod of one.
The unipod.
Unipod. Miss, my list is better than everybody's list.
We'll start a new podcast, the Four Fools podcast.
Yeah.
Oh.
Formerly known as a podcast known as the Pod Squad.
The symbol is a paw. No, I did have some women on my list. The first ones that I picked on my list were Romy and Michelle.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, Lisa Kudrow. Yeah, Mira Sorvino. That's what I put. That was my number one on my list. But well, whatever.
The thing interesting that you mentioned, because when women are fools, they tend to be categorized as airheads.
Yeah.
You know, not as just you're a fool. You're an airhead or a bubblehead or something like that.
Well, but a lot of the guys are too. I mean, take what's their names? Bill and Ted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keanu and Alex Winter, they play airheads.
Leave him alone.
And then we got Cheech and Chong who play potheads. And
I was thinking of Reese Witherspoon in Legally Blonde. Wouldn't be that like kind of airhead like?
Yeah, she would be kind of an airhead, but she's not really a fool. I don't think she's a fool.
Oh, there you go again. See,
Hey,
that's why I don't even contribute. I don't contribute.
Hey, she knows what she wants, and she's going to get it.
Forget it.
She's picking on you today, Jose. Wow, Jose.
I'm already looking up how to start a new podcast on my own.
Good luck with that.
No, nobody will criticize my list.
Okay.
Am I back?
I'm sorry, I was a fool and I forgot to check the time.
Because let's not waste time, because this podcast only has 9 lives.
Ooh. Did Jose come back? Oh, he's here. Okay. I thought he was gonna leave.
Still upset.
Just quiet because my feelings are hurt.
Yes.
Felines are hurt.
You're
all right. I think that's a challenge here.
So anyway, anyone else on your list of fools?
Nobody mentioned Jerry Lewis. I thought he.
Yes.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Him
He's a classic fool. Yeah.
They love him in France.
They sure do.
It's funny how that actually became a joke, because he got honored by the government of France for his comedy, and now everybody joking, "Oh, he's gonna, in France." It's like he's big in France. Like he's big everywhere. He's a legend, but for some reason they turn that into a joke.
Well, I think I guess we do remember him as being a fool in film, but because he did so many years of work on the telethon, on the muscular dystrophy telethon, I think that kind of like, we didn't see him like that anymore, I think that's I don't know, that's just my view, but I just didn't see him as like, it was more like just a character, and it's like he was more of a, an altruistic heart,
Yeah, well, he was like the precursor for the the guy from Dumb and Dumber. I mean,
Yeah.
how much of Jim Carrey's comedy comes from Jerry Lewis? You know, I mean, it's all over the top, mugging for the camera, just being as goofy and crazy and over the top as you can be, and that's Jerry Lewis. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
pretty evident Jim Carrey got his inspiration from.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, I also had. I don't know if we're just sharing everybody's or if we're still
pretty much.
together.
You can jump
I had
around.
Leslie Nielsen from Airplane and from the Police Squad movies.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he was.
he was on my list.
Officer Drebin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. I love the TV show. For some reason, it didn't catch on with enough people because I thought the TV show was hilarious.
Me too.
But it only last like 2 seasons, maybe 3. I don't even know. If that, but I loved it. They had a great opening theme and that little light on top of the car going all over the mall and everywhere. It was just, that whole show was hilarious. But yeah, Leslie Nielsen, he was awesome. And it's funny because early in his career, he was a totally serious actor. And and I remember watching him in
I mean, he did a good job playing fools, and he had several roles where he did that. But yeah, he was definitely started off as a very serious actor and did a great job there too.
Yeah, and Forbidden Planet, he was a total serious, the guy in charge and everything. And then he ends up doing fart noises in Airplane and stuff. That's versatility for you right there.
He has range.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, that's true. Some serious actors can't do comedy.
Yeah,
very true.
Timing is very important, and yeah, that's why a lot of some really good actors start off in comedy. Yeah, I mean, Tom Hanks was a stand-up comedian before he got into TV and then movies and Academy Awards and all that. But yeah, timing. It's all about timing.
So who else?
I've got another one here because remember I mentioned earlier that some fools are just bumbling idiots and some of them are somehow they get put in charge, but they're so foolish and they make everybody else's life miserable because they're so dumb. Like Chet from Weird Science, that was Bill Paxton. He was so confident and he was all ultra military guy, but he was a complete bonehead. But he made everybody else's life miserable because he was the boss. The parents were out of the house, so he was in charge. So he just made everybody else's life miserable. But we all knew who the real idiot was. So yeah, there's people like that. You know, Officer Taggart, or not Sheriff Taggart, I think is Sheriff from Blazing Saddles.
Oh yeah.
You know, he was in charge, but he was also not very smart. So, we'll head him off at the pass. I hate that cliche.
What about nobody's mentioned like Adam Sandler? He's
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Belinda. You stole my please.
I'm sorry.
Dude, I was just gonna say that.
Wow.
I was like, and then here we go. By the way.
Go to your kitty corner, Jose.
Now I have nothing to say now. That was the only one on my list left.
Go to your stinky cat box. Yeah. I know we're talking movies, and this isn't movies, it's a TV show, but Jim Neighbors is Gomer Pyle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But he was kind of like a Forrest Gump guy. He had a good heart, but he just was not socially he didn't get the social part.
You're right. Yep.
I think one of the things that Victor was saying right now that made me think too is that we're mostly talking about character.
That maybe.
Somebody's being very alpha today. Lee.
Go ahead, Jose. Go ahead.
That's it. Forget it.
It's
I'm gonna turn the sound off and just leave.
It's Belinda Hardy and Jose Laurel.
Anyhow, Any hoot.
Meow.
Where I was really interrupted. I forgot what I was gonna say. See?
Oh shoot.
Oh, I was gonna say that Victor's talking about like bad guys. Most of the people on our list are like the heroes or like the protagonists of the movie, but like there's a lot of famous like bad guys that are fools. I was thinking of the one from Smokey and the Bandit. What's the guy that sheriff that was always he was kind of like a fool. Yeah, he was a fool, right? What's his name? There you go.
Yeah, something.
And he always made a fool of him, you know, but still you just I don't know, he was kind of lovable. Couldn't really hate him, but he was an idiot.
Well, a villain fool, I guess, was from the Austin Powers movies.
Yeah. Dr. Evil.
Dr. Evil. Or even in TV, like in the South, the General Lee.
Boss
Hogg, and the sheriff. I can't remember the sheriff's name. But
Roscoe Pico Train.
Roscoe, yes. They're both morons.
Since we're switching to shows,
I know. Wait a minute. We were talking about film.
we can't miss that fool on Lost in Space.
Hey.
Oh yeah, the robot was pretty foolish.
We said we weren't going there anymore.
Dr. Smith. Oh, sorry, we're not. We beat that one up
we're
already.
not gonna go there anymore.
We killed that one.
He was always screaming.
Are you trying to say that people that like Lost in Space are foolish?
Yeah, we trying to
hit him.
Some of these alpha people, I don't know.
trying to say Victor.
I know. I don't remember any fools on Star Trek. That's all I know.
You wanna come back in and try it again?
No.
Victor. Stole a line from a favorite movie. See if you pick it up. That was my weak attempt at imitating Tony Montana in the motel. Instead of Hector, Victor, you want to come back and try it again?
You want to come back? Now? Come on.
Let's
take a Quaalude.
Say hello to my little friend. He's stupid.
Say hello to my little cat.
He's a fool. Don't listen to him.
We're digressing fast.
I got another good one from a movie. Del Griffith.
Let's get back on track.
What? Who?
Del Griffith from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. John Candy.
Oh really?
Right.
You thought he would? Well.
Oh, guy takes off his socks on an airplane, starts airing them out, and right in front of Steve Martin's face.
What's wrong with that?
Starts driving a car with his thighs because his hands are caught in the seat of the car, so he's trying to drive with his legs while Steve Martin's sleeping.
Oh my God.
That's pretty foolish.
I guess you're right.
He sells shower curtain rings.
Okay, you're right.
Well, you brought up Don Candy, so yeah, he played a bumbling security guard in Family Vacation movies, which brought me to the next guy, Chevy Chase.
Oh yeah.
Not just in that movie, but in Fletch as well. He just like.
But he knows what he's doing. I mean, in Fletch, he knows what he's doing. I don't know so much about the Family Vacation and that maybe
that one he was more of a fool, I guess in Fletch he was up to some of the stuff he came up with.
What about Pee Wee Herman?
There you go.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think he's much of a fool.
Nobody really cares.
Nah, I wouldn't. I don't think so.
She muted you.
Oh.
Oh, so what? If they do it to you, it's okay, but if you do it to them,
No.
put you on mute. Yeah. That's enough out of you, mister.
I know. Jeez.
How about you, cat man?
Because she's in control, right? It's like, Now I know why Susan puts cat pictures up. I think everybody's.
Okay. What about Derek Zoolander?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Now that's a fool.
What is it called?
What?
No, I was gonna say, what is his move called? Blue Steel, or what is?
Yes. Blue Steel. I'm really tired. I still see people like doing that face in their photographs. I'm like, why are y'all doing that?
I think that's the face that Jose's cat is making. The Blue Steel.
Oh, is that what it is?
Cat, yeah.
Blue Steel. Let's see, who else? Anybody would do me? Well, we did mention Will Ferrell, like in Step Brothers, or what was the other one?
Anchorman.
Anchorman, yeah.
And Steve Carell. Actually, all four of those guys are pretty good fools in that Anchorman movie.
Yeah. True. Let's see, what else?
I thought of Inspector Clouseau in the Pink Panther movies.
Yeah. Yep.
He was a big fool, but he always solved the crime at the end.
I think it was more his.
Okay, he didn't realize he solved the crime. Whatever.
Yeah. Inspector Clouseau.
Great that you mentioned Pink Panther, because if for me it's a good transition segue into the next part of that.
To the next section. Okay, well, let me say two more that were on my list that nobody.
Dang, Mike!
So much for the segue.
I know. Totally dismissed you, Mike.
I gotta include the Latinos in there. Come on.
She's got her list. Here we go.
Okay, boss.
Hush up, Mike.
No.
Okay, your lordship.
Podcast queen.
Oh my gosh. Now I was thinking about seriously, I was thinking about Mario Moreno, Cantinflas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you grew up watching old classic Mexican movies, you eventually saw Cantinflas.
That's right.
I think he was a pretty good choice for a fool.
Yes.
And then my last one, which nobody's mentioned because I don't know, I guess, well, the movie wasn't necessarily about them, but they played a big part in the movie, were Harry and Marv in Home Alone.
Oh yeah. Joe Pesci and
Daniel Stern. Yeah.
Daniel Stern.
Yep. I thought they were hilarious. Idiots.
Yes.
Okay, well, Mike wanted to go ahead and segue. So, Mike.
Never mind.
And remind us what you were segueing into.
Never mind. Let's keep talking about.
Sorry. Me and Mike were texting about starting a new podcast, so he's kind of distracted right now.
Right, he's over here disagreeing with us.
Yeah.
Lex is a fool. I don't care what you say. No. You brought up Joe Pesci and Howard Stern, but that brought to mind brother. They were out there. Those guys.
Yeah.
Their names escape me. The other two actors. But those are some fools there too. Yeah. If you're ready to move on and segue.
Your segue was what about?
Well, you were talking about the Pink Panther or Victor.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And just everybody in a Monty Python movie is a fool.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
But to segue into the other topic of the films that fooled us,
Uh-huh.
there was nothing that they weren't anything we were expecting. That Pink Panther movie as a kid sure did fool me. I was really upset that there was no Pink Panther like the cartoon in it. Expecting a Pink Panther. So as a kid, I was disappointed or fooled.
There was no Pink Panther in there. Sorry.
Yeah, nothing like the cartoon. What a letdown. Fooled me. It fooled me. I think my folks wanted to see it, and I went with them with high expectations and walked out. Nothing like what I thought we were going to watch. Thanks, Dad. We're going to go see the Pink Panther with the movie. But the other ones, I don't know if they was fooled, but it's just more of a disappointment. Was I grew up watching Dragnet with Joe Friday with Jack Webb, a serious police drama.
Yeah.
And when I saw the movie that they made years later with Tom Hanks and
Dan
Aykroyd, yeah, I was like, this is not Dragnet. They totally twisted around and made it so that was a letdown. But the other one that I guess tricked a lot of people or fooled a lot of people into thinking she was actually in the movie, but she died 5 minutes into the film. She was in the trailers, the movie posters, everything was Drew Barrymore and Scream.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She got killed in the first time. She made an appearance in that movie. She made an appearance, but she wasn't in the movie or had a major role in the movie.
Yeah.
It was Maeve Campbell. So that fooled a lot of people, myself included. So those are my...
You're just there to watch her? Is that it?
That was it. So those are my three fools or films that fooled me or that left me like a little bait and switched or what have you.
Uh-huh.
So that's my three. Anybody else?
Interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, well, the thing about movies, and when you go see a bad movie, most people don't want to admit it was bad, because by admitting it's bad, you admit that you just gave them your money. So you always try to find the bright spot in it that kind of makes it worth the $9 you paid to go see it. But when I was a kid, there's a bit of a backstory to this one that I picked. When I was in middle school, I was part of the audiovisual club. Okay. And what we would do as part of the audiovisual club is once a month, they would show a movie in the auditorium, and kids would pay 50 cents to go in and get out of class and go watch a movie. And that way they would raise money, you know. So we get these movies, and of course, back in my day, all these are all old black and white classic horror movies and whatever. And we used to go the day before because we had to use 2 projectors, because they give us these big reels, and they were on 2 reels. So one projector would come to an end, and we have to start the second projector in 9 minutes so that the audience couldn't tell when we switched, you know. So, you know, it was all very well choreographed and everything. But one of the movies that we showed was a movie called Invaders from Mars. And it's an old... Are you familiar with this movie?
Yes.
The original one or the remake?
No, the original one. The original one.
Well, the original one I loved. It was dark. It was creepy. Of course, I was a kid, but it had an impact. Wow, that was really sci-fi. And anyway, it's a story of this kid that wakes up in the middle of the night and hears this noise outside, and there's a spaceship landing in his backyard, right?
Yeah.
And it goes underground. So he tells his parents, no, there's nothing going on. And no, you got to go. And so dad goes, and dad disappears for a while. Oh, they got him. And then dad reappears. No, there he is. He's okay. And he's like, no, son, everything's fine. There's nothing back there. But apparently dad was abducted by the aliens and turned into a zombie. So they control him. And then he gets his wife to go, and slowly they start getting all the townspeople to go and get transformed. And it was creepy because it was dark, and there was this head that was in charge of all the aliens. And I thought it was really creepy. And so then, a long time later, that was in 1950s something when it came out. But then in 1980s, they did a remake of it. And I said, oh, cool. I remember that movie. Oh, I bet it's going to be great with all the new sci-fi stuff and all this. And check it out. Tobe Hooper was a director. Louise Fletcher was in it. Okay, Academy Award-winning actress, Louise Fletcher. Oh, man, this is going to be so awesome. I went to this movie, and oh, my God, it sucked so bad. It was terrible. And I was so disappointed. And it's weird because kind of like, they took it from, they started off the same way with the ship landing in the backyard and dad, but then halfway through the movie, it like turned into a comedy. And I was like, what? And it was, oh God, it was painful. It was painful. And it was made by this production company out of Israel called Golden Globus. I don't know if y'all remember those.
Yes.
Golden Globus. I think they even did a Rambo movie. But after I saw them, I said, you know what? If anything is made by Golden Globus, I'm never going to go watch any more Golden Globus movies. Because that's the way they make movies. That's not for me. Oh, God. I can't believe I watched that movie. It was bad. It was
those were like the best. They had like the best campy sci-fi movies.
Oh yeah, there was very campy, but this was not. I had my expectations because of the original, and then they did it, and it was like, But again, there were monsters dancing and singing, and like what? No, they're not. They're supposed to be evil and creepy, not dancing. And what are they doing? It was just, it was ridiculous. It was like, what did you do to my movie? It was I really liked the original, and they just totally ruined it. Oh God!
Actually, I think I remember I started watching it and then just didn't finish it because it wasn't the movie I thought it was either. But I kind of remember that, but I didn't see the whole thing because I was like, well, I don't think this is the same movie, so I turned it off.
Oh, God, yeah, you saved yourself a lot of time. Lorraine Newman was in it from Saturday Night Live, and she was playing a parent or somebody, I don't know. But, yeah, there were a lot of known people in this movie. It was like, and Tobe Hooper went on to make, I think, Poltergeist. Didn't he do Poltergeist? I know he had a career as a director, but I was like, he made that movie? That was a terrible movie. Oh, God. Oh, my expectations were just like, it was awful, terrible. I felt like a fool going to see this movie. They fooled me.
Oh, well, they fooled you. They got you.
Yeah,
a fool and his money.
Yes, fool and his money. Exactly.
Parted.
That's a good point, Mike.
Money.
Fool and his money are soon parted. Yep.
Did you watch it in the theater or did you watch it at home?
On the theater.
Oh.
Yeah.
He spent his hard-earned cash on that.
Yes.
Because
this was in the 80s, so cable was not a big deal at the time.
Right.
Yeah. So
does that make you a bigger fool? Because you went to the theater?
Yeah. Well, like I said, I really enjoyed the movie. I had memories from when I was in middle school and all that cool. Wow, that was a really cool movie. I'm going to go see it again. And had all these expectations and flat, just like it's like somebody hit me in the head with a hammer. It was just like, oh no, it's terrible. It was seriously, it was
wow, yeah,
gut wrenching. I couldn't believe how terrible it was.
Yeah, no, glad I didn't pay to go see that.
Yes, you weren't foolish like me.
Thank you for that vote of confidence, Victor.
Well, we haven't gotten to Jose yet.
Hey.
Victor's over there smoozing up to the pod queen. Oh, yeah. Are you taking sides here? I'm on your side, Jose.
I just feel bad. I feel bad Jose's going to get stomped on.
No. the punching bag here.
Yeah.
Hey, okay. Well, the the one you reminded me of a movie, and this wasn't on my list, but you reminded me of a movie because it was also a sci-fi movie, and it fooled a lot of people. Although I never did watch this film, so but I remember reading about it. It was a Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Mm.
Well, that's considered one of the worst movies ever made anyway.
It's considered one of the worst movies, but the thing was that it's called Plan 9 from Outer Space, and it has nothing to do with outer space.
Yeah, well,
There's
that's
no aliens. There's none of that. It's about vampires and zombies.
But it's not Plan 9 in outer space. It's from outer space. Come on, Jose, join me. Come on, let's attack her. Come on.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you got to read the fine print. Come on.
No, but I mean, if you look at like the movie, what do you call it? The movie poster. They show a guy that seems to be dressed in some kind of like a spacesuit, and there's like this kind of futuristic looking, not rocket, but like, well, I don't know if you'd consider it a rocket, but it's like a jet plane or something, but it could look like a rocket. And there's these little like UFO looking things on there. And so you think that it's going to be about space, like outer space, aliens or whatever. And no, it's not. It has nothing to do with it. So that fooled a lot of people. Luckily, it didn't fool me. But I do my research.
She looked at a movie poster.
Let's see. Well, okay, so my pick was actually somebody's waking up. I don't know what's going on.
The cat.
It so says evil plan. I know it.
Yeah.
Sabotaging the show.
Coughing up a hairball over here.
No, my movie was oh shoot, our time is about to run out.
Boy, we all got 10 minutes.
You know what? Yeah, let's well.
Wow, you must have a big explanation for this one.
No, I don't. Let me go ahead and go through it. It's not that long. It was something that it wasn't necessarily a movie that the movie fooled me into watching it. It was that I was a fool because so there was this movie back, I guess, like maybe early 2000 called The Insider with Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
It's a really good movie. It is.
Al Pacino's in that too. Yes.
So I went and saw it, and then I went out with somebody, and we were talking about what are we going to go see, and I said, well, why don't we go see The Insider? I really wanted to go see it, and then we were in the theater, and I said, I kept telling him, oh, I remember this is about this and this is going to happen, supposedly. And then it would happen. And then I was like, okay, so I think I've seen this scene before, too. But I had already seen the stupid movie. And I didn't realize it. And I was telling him this whole story, like, how do you know the whole story if you haven't seen the movie? It's like, wait a minute, I think I did see it. And I just completely forgot about it. So I fooled myself into watching the movie twice. Which wasn't a bad thing. It was a good movie, but I was like, how did I do that? How did I not remember that I had seen this movie before? So that was me being fooled by myself into watching a movie twice and forgetting about it.
Maybe you were DUI the first time you saw it.
No.
You said it was a good movie. But
there was no catnip involved.
You didn't remember it the first time.
No. I don't know how I did that, but yeah. That was my mistake. I was the fool in that instance.
I would have been annoyed that you kept telling me what was going on.
Yeah.
Shut up.
You'd be shut up. Quit telling me. Quit talking through the movie. Yeah. So anyway, that was mine. That was my story. Mine was short and sweet. Do we want to take a break and then come right back?
Sure.
That's good. Yeah.
Okay. All right. See you in a second. Hey guys. Hey. Can y'all hear me?
Yep, I hear you.
Hey, well, I don't know if Victor and Mike can hear me, but
I can hear you.
okay.
I'm on now.
We ran into a problem.
Uh-oh.
Jose says he's not coming back anymore.
What do you mean? He's got some technical problems?
No, he got mad because I was making fun of him. April Fools. I don't know where he's at. He's going to be on in a little bit.
Yeah, I told you it was hard to do with a straight face. That's why I said, I'm not going to really keep it.
Well, I didn't want to do it like seriously. Anyway, it was supposed to be a joke. I got you. Let me see where he's at. Wouldn't it be funny? He's really pissed and he doesn't come back.
Yeah.
You sure it's there before the show?
We'll think of names for his new podcast, Jose's House, or something like that. The House of Jose. Oh, he's back.
There he is.
Thought you quit.
He came back. Woo! I thought he was gone for good.
We were getting nervous.
You thought or you were hoping?
We thought
Oh,
no. What the make me out to be the villain. I'm not the villain. I'm nice, right? Right, Jose? I'm nice.
See, that's what villains always think about themselves. They think they're doing right. They're like Thanos, and they're trying to.
Like,
They think they're doing the right thing. But,
With that evil laugh of hers.
Mhm.
With a snap of
Give it
her
away
fingers,
with that laugh.
with a snap of her fingers, Jose disappeared.
There you go. Psh.
Okay, well, who didn't get to share their movie? The movie that made a fool of them.
Everybody.
Did you, Susan?
What?
Did you share with us?
Mhm. Nobody shared. You're the only one that shared.
No, what are you talking about?
Well, good luck getting Jose to speak up now.
Yeah,
I know. That's it.
he's
I don't
been,
say anything.
he's been muted. Well, I talked about the.
I'm going to take my ball and go home.
Your ball of yarn.
No, I think just Victor and I did. So no, wait.
I did.
Yeah, Victor. Okay, so Victor, Mike, and I did.
Susan.
Oh, yeah,
Jose.
that's-
Susan, I guess you're next.
Híjole.
What was?
I'm gonna leave Jose till the end in case we run out of time.
Oh,
No.
Wait, what was Victor's movie? I don't even know.
Invaders from Mars.
Yeah.
Oh, duh.
Yeah.
Jose Damon, we ran out of time.
That's why.
No. Susan's gonna have to go. It's not quite yet, but I don't want her to not have time to share. So go ahead, Susan.
Well, I guess I took this the wrong way. I don't know. I took it as the movies that.
I'm sure you didn't. Go on.
Not like Jose.
I know.
Susan's
Hey.
fine in Belinda's eyes. It's Jose that you got a problem with.
What was
No, anytime I'm
mine?
gonna say something, I'm be like, and then no.
Mike's
No,
was
no.
Scream. Mike's was Scream. Remember, he was there
Oh,
to see Drew Barrymore.
okay.
Yeah. Green
I
grab
think
me.
And the Pink Panther.
Pink Panther. That's right.
Oh yeah, that's right.
hmm Um, no, well, it seems like you guys took it as I took it as a twist in the movie.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know, maybe not. See, it completely
No,
too much
that would be
catnip.
fine.
Good angle. Yeah, let's
That's it. That's
Um,
that's fooling you in a sense.
But some people. Let's see, the movie, The Village.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No,
Mm.
I know people liked it, or actually, when I went to see it, I saw people leaving during the movie.
What?
Ooh.
Yeah, they left.
You go to a lot of those movies where people leave. What's up with that? Oh my God.
was that a M. Night Shyamalan?
Yes.
Yeah.
M.
Yeah.
Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
But all his movies have
Yay.
I can't say his name. Shyamalan Ding.
That's not a name.
Last movies have twists. It's just I guess I was disappointed, and I didn't see a monster. There wasn't really this wasn't real as usual. It turns out it was like an encampment away from the real world. At
Yeah.
the
I've
end.
never seen the movie. Thanks. Great. Jeez.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
You just spoiled it for everyone.
Now I have to cross that one off my list of must-see movies. That's it.
Let me name some other ones.
Catnip away from civilization, you said?
Yeah, like mhm. That she
Right.
had to,
Kind of like middle school.
right? It was real life. Yeah. This is. It was just like what?
Yeah, good. That was a good
no.
twist, but I was not surprised by that one. That one did not make a fool out of me.
Mm.
Of course not.
No,
Ah.
because I had
Of course not.
With her superior intellect, how could it?
Oh, let me tell you why. Because there is this book by Margaret Haddix called Running Out of Time, and I had read that right before I saw the movie, and they were not connected in any way in my mind, but I saw, but they're the exact same thing.
Okay, Miss, I read books.
I know.
Jeez.
She just messed up me. Okay, you're doing
Oh, dang.
Okay, Miss Coffee Talk.
So yeah. So if you haven't read that book, go check it out from your local library once it opens.
That's it. It's a mutiny. We're all gonna leave Belinda.
But you don't think we can buy books?
Well, I don't know if you can find it, but if you can, buy it.
Belinda doesn't think we make enough money to buy books.
I'm sure it's on Amazon, or you can. I don't know.
I don't know if y'all know how to read, but
Is it
Things
books
called-
on tape?
there's these things
Damn it.
called books
That got me.
with words.
You read a word, and then another word, and then another word after that.
Dang.
Do Dr. Seuss books count?
Make sure you sound them out. Sound out all the letters. Oh, okay. Anyway, so that was one, and you said you had another one?
Me?
Yeah.
This is more twisted. I don't know you ever seen a movie called Seven?
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Who hasn't?
And oh my gosh. Sorry. I saw it like late in the year, after it came out several years. Sorry.
Just Groucho Marx all over again.
Joe Marx is in 7?
No.
Yeah, he's the evil man.
Is his mustache real?
That was a twist.
Yeah.
What's the twist?
What? It's not a real mustache?
David Spacey is actually Groucho Marx. Wow.
Oh.
That's it. The ending, just okay. But I guess I didn't read that book. Sorry.
Dang.
Burn.
Since we don't know how to read, I
box?
guess.
What's in the box?
Well, I mean, I when I saw that, yeah, I knew. But I go, what? Went that way? No.
What's in the box? I didn't know it's in the pictures in Pulp
What's in the
Fiction.
box?
It was a cat.
Harpo's in the box.
It was a cat in a litter box.
Harpo.
Harpo. Groucho's mustache was in the box. Yeah. Okay. Well, so those were yours, or did you have any others?
No, they were pretty much that. And Heredity. Has anyone seen that one?
Oh yeah.
That was, oh my God. That was the most disturbing movie. Oh my God.
I read people left that one, but I didn't see anyone leave.
I stayed through the end and I was like, oh, okay. I'll drive home by myself now.
So which was better, Belinda, the movie or the book?
The movie, for sure, the movie.
Okay.
Go on. Next.
Next. Who's next? I think we're done, right? Okay.
Started getting my list ready here, but forget it.
Get your damn list ready.
Forget it. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice.
Ooh.
Can't get fooled again.
Cats have no shame.
No, they do not.
You left me catatonic.
Ooh. Well,
All right. I'll go.
Get your catalog of movies out and get these.
So since Susan was talking about Hereditary, I liked the movie. So I went to go see another one that came out later, made by the same. I forgot the name of the director, but it's called Midsummer. So we were excited because we were creeped out by Hereditary. So I was thinking, oh man, this Midsummer is going to be just as good.
Please, Jose, don't give me the ending because I haven't seen it yet.
Give it.
So in the end, when they revealed that, they revealed that both of them have a mom named Martha.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Oh, sorry. Which is another one that fooled me, which was Batman versus Superman. But
Batman, oh my God!
Because I thought it was gonna be really good, like like the comics and stuff. In the movie, I was fooled. It was like, oh. But back to Midsummer, people were walking out of that one too. We went to go see it, and I don't know if y'all haven't seen it.
Yeah, I saw it.
It's you might once you see it, you'll understand why. Because
I haven't seen
really,
it. Wow.
It's kind of like it's supposed to be horror, but it's something else. I don't know what.
It's just, if it's the same as Hereditary, I'm sure it's disturbing. It's very disturbing.
Not really. Sort of. I'll just say this: when they started like coming out nude, there was like a lot of nudity. That's when we were thinking like, okay, this is supposed to be a horror movie, but there's all this like nudity and sex going on, and anyhow.
And people walked out?
Yeah.
What
You're expecting a horror movie, and then all these people are like, it was weird. It was weird. We thought about walking out too, but we're like, we paid money for this, so let's just stick it out.
Hey.
And when we walked out, we just looked at each other. Me and Melinda looked at each other like, can't get our money back for that one. And then there's another one. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it.
Sneak into another movie and don't feel guilty about it.
I know, right? There was another one we rented. It was I don't know if y'all ever heard of it. It's called The Fourth Kind. So it looks kind of like a horror movie, and we got it because it said that it was supposed to be like using real footage from like real life footage and stuff. And I guess,
Yeah.
like that first person camera type thing and everything. And so we thought, okay, all these other movies are, they say based on true stories or whatever, but this one supposedly used true footage. And like I said, supposedly, because then we ended up finding later that it was fake, but they promoted the movie as if it was real. So we were like, we were watching this and we're going like, what the hell? And then once I started looking into the movie, I always like to investigate about the movie. Turns out that they just promoted it that way, but it wasn't really like that.
They Blair Witched you?
Right. Yeah, it's supposed to be like about possessions, but then it turns into like about alien abductions, and it had that Mila Jovovich, can't say her name, and
so this was a prequel to The Fifth Element then. Wasn't that too? The fourth kind, The Fifth Element, the 9 lives.
Yeah. But we were like, that sucked.
The 12 chairs.
So they tricked you. They tricked Jose. They fooled him. I'm not surprised.
I know.
The big red one.
Did you say you're not surprised? Thanks.
Yes.
I heard it.
Yeah.
I said nothing. I said nothing.
It's recorded.
That's it. Let me rewind.
Let's go back to the tape.
I am surprised they fooled Melinda, but I'm not surprised they fooled Hey, what's all the static?
It's because I don't read books. That's why.
Oh my God. Well, okay. Well, those are some pretty good lists. Anybody want to add anything else?
Yeah, Star Trek, the movie.
The first one, right?
The first one, yeah.
Yeah.
Since I know y'all hate Star Trek.
I do not hate Star Trek. I never said that.
Actually, the first movie was kind of disappointing. The second one, The Wrath of Khan, of course, that established it. But the first one was just kind of I don't know, it's kind of boring.
Yeah.
But I thought I'd throw that in there because of our Lost in Space debate.
We were not going to talk about that anymore, Victor.
I love Star Trek.
Thank you.
Now he says something.
And I love Lost in Space too.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
No, you can't be both. No.
Okay, so now the real controversy begins. Do you prefer Star Trek or Star Wars?
You can't do that.
Do you prefer Star Wars?
You're comparing movies to movies.
Star Galactica. Oh my gosh. Well, let's see. What else? Any other movies to add to our lists? Or are we done?
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Did anybody mention Jess Spicoli from Fast Time at Ridgemont High as far as being a fool?
You know what? I don't think we did.
Mm-mm.
He's pretty foolish.
Yeah. You just mentioned him, so that's good. Okay.
There you go.
All right. Well, then let's move on because I know Susan's got to get going in just a little bit, and I think we had some pretty good lists there, some pretty good movies and fools. We're not going to do our other regular segments because we knew this was going to be kind of long, but we are going to do the In Memoriam because some really big names passed away these past couple weeks. So we're gonna pay tribute to them, and well, let's just get started, I guess. This is the In Memoriam segment. First off, we do wish that these folks rest in peace. Beverly Cleary, who was 104 and who was an author, See, I do read books. The movie, The Mouse. The Mouse.
Never read any of them.
These were. She wrote a grade school story. So I don't know if you guys have ever read these books, but anyway.
No.
The Mouse. The Mouse and the Motorcycle was one, and Ramona. Those are probably her two most famous books. And like I said, she was 104 years old, so she lived a good long life. So rest in peace, Beverly Cleary. Can't talk now. Larry McMurtry was 84. He was a novelist and screenwriter. Wrote The Last Picture Show, Lonesome Dove, and Brokeback Mountain.
I didn't know he passed away. Oh, that's too bad.
And yeah, he just passed away really recently. A couple weeks ago, we lost Yaphet Kotto. I never know how to pronounce his name. Kotto. He was 81. Kotto?
Kotto.
Kotto, okay. Yaphet Kotto, who was 81. He was an actor. He worked for many years. Gosh, I don't know, going back to like the 70s, I think. He was in Live and Let Die, Alien, and Homicide: Life on the Street. He also had a role in The Running Man and Raid on Entebbe. Jessica Walter, just a few days ago, passed away. She was 80 years old. She was an actress. Very well known. She worked, oh gosh, I think since like the 60s. She had a nice long career. And she was known for most recently for Arrested Development. And one of my favorite programs, although it's not on anymore, Archer. And in some of her older things were Play Misty for Me, and she was also the star of a hit TV show called Amy Prentice. And then last but not least, George Segal just passed away due to complications to some heart surgery he had done. He was 87, and he was working on the Goldbergs. Currently, I don't know how that's going to play out in the program, but he was the grandpa in the Goldbergs. He was also in a movie Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, Carbon Copy. This old movie I remember watching this was hysterical. Fun with Dick and Jane. And then also starred with Barbara Streisand in The Owl and the Pussycat. He also, just like Jessica Walter, had a very long career in film and theater. And one of the, I thought this was a nice little tie-in for the two of them. One of the programs I remember George Segal acting in and watching him on was a TV program called Just Shoot Me.
Love it.
Yeah. Yeah, he was Maya Gallo's dad, Jack Gallo. And coincidentally, Eve Gallo, his ex-wife, was played by Jessica Walter.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so there was a nice little tie-in there. But we do want to, wish them well on their trip to wherever they're going, and may they rest in peace. And though you cannot see me right now, I am toasting to them with my hot hibiscus tea. And yeah, that was it.
Lift my can of energy to them.
There you go.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was pretty much it. I don't know if any of you have any other comments or information you want to get out. No?
Nope.
No? We're all done?
Are they still here?
I think everybody's still here. I don't think we've lost anyone, hopefully. At least not permanently. yeah, so that is it for today's show. We hope you had a good time with our April Fool's show edition. We do want to say thank you to everybody out there watching us. And if anybody's wondering about our merch, it's still in process of, we're still setting up like an account or website or something where you all can purchase some merch if you'd like. And we'll come up with some contests or something to start handing some of that stuff out to you all out there. Happy birthday to anyone out there who we haven't been able to say happy birthday to, and keep getting.
Shatner turned 90.
Say what now?
William Shatner turned 90.
Oh yeah,
Oh, really? Oh my God!
that's right. He did.
The Shatner turned 90.
He's got a movie coming out too, by the way.
I was surprised
Wow.
how old he was. I didn't think he was that old.
I didn't think so either. He looks good for 90. Damn.
Good.
Mhm.
Um,
What show was he on? Star Trek, right? The best.
The best. Okay, whatever. We're not going to listen to Jose anymore.
The Lost Trek.
So nothing's changed, huh?
Nothing has changed. Everything
Yeah,
is still
no one ever
status
listens to me.
next episode, you're gonna take the reins, Jose, and you're gonna
Yeah.
host.
If I can,
If you can.
if somebody has an iron grip on this show.
We found out now.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so I guess that is it. Keep safe, be good, and continue wearing your masks and start getting vaccinated. Those of you that can, we're getting a lot more widespread with the vaccination. So I know there's still a lot of areas, especially in the rural areas, where that's a little more difficult, but if you can, get it done. Save lives.
It's faded and neutered too.
Yeah, that's true.
Last thing, shout out to our members. Our Facebook page has 205 now.
Yay.
205, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for checking up on that. Keep inviting other people to our page and to our podcast. Make sure that you're going to our YouTube channel and subscribing. I saw a little jump in members on there subscribing, but we need everybody to do that.
Use those calling cards. Get them passed out, right? Awesome.
Oh yeah, I passed out my first one. Woo! Yeah. Went to the Apple store and one of the girls there asked me, so what kind of podcast do you have? It's like, here you go. Check it out.
So, whip this out.
Yeah.
No, Victor, no.
No. And I guess that is it. So, goodbye. Adios.
All right.
Can't do much of a goodbye or anything because we don't have our screens on. But yep. But that's it. Okay. All right.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Susan. Have a good whatever it is you're going to.
Bye, kitties.
Bye, Kitty. Bye, Vic. Bye, Mike.
Bye.
Susan.
Bye.
Bye, Jose.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Catch y'all later. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.